Hey guys, how are you? I hope you're having a wonderful Monday so far. Listen, the word of the Lord today is what are you going to do? What are you going to do? God has been revealing some things to some of you. He's been revealing some things. You've been seeing some things that has been going on within your ministry, within your churches. And he's saying, what are you going to do? You see, there's a lot of people that's sitting right now that's blaming their leadership. They're blaming the leadership for why they're not doing the things that they need to do. They're blaming their leadership. They're blaming their pastors. They're blaming these individuals to say, well, this is why I'm not saved. I'm going through all these different things. They are preventing me from being able to do the things that I need to do. They are keeping me. They're holding me back. They're holding my family back. I'm trying to do things. I'm trying to do things for God, but they're telling me that I can't do it. Or it's just the drama and the backbiting and the chaos that's going on. But God is saying, what are you going to do? There are things that he has revealed to you. Now keep in mind with this word, it's not for everybody. This word is not for everybody. And those who are hearing this word, you're going to know. But what are you going to do? You've seen the things that some leaders are doing. God has opened up your eyes. He has shown you these things. But what are you going to do? Some of you, you see what's going on, but you stay there and you remain under it because you are believing in this thing that you can't go anywhere else. That if you leave, then you're not of God. If you step out in faith and do the things that he has called you to do, then you are out of line and you are out of order. And the word of the Lord is says who? Whose word are you going to believe? It is not by chance that he has opened up your eyes and shown you these things. We're not talking about leadership that's made mistakes. We're not talking about leadership that's not there's an error and they were able to say, hey, I did wrong, because there is no one that's perfect. But I have opened up your eyes and shown you the cesspool, the absolute wrongs that are being done within these ministries. I've opened up your eyes and shown you maybe even an isolated situation, some of you, where it was an absolute wrong, something that was not supposed to be done, and you saw it. Some of you, your eyes are open up and you're seeing the habitual practices and sin and all the things that's going on behind the scenes, and you are there trying to figure out what to do. Some of you, you're sitting there and you're praying, and while praying is good, God is saying, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Will you remain under this? Will you remain having this covering over your family? When you stand before the Lord, you're not going to be able to say what your leaders did or did not do. There's some of you that are ushering that God has called you to do something else. There's some of you that are teaching, and that's not what God told you to do. There's some of you that's just going to church and going home, and God has called you to do something different. God has called some of you to open up organizations, to open up schools, to start your own church, to start your own ministry. There's some of you that God has shown you some things. He has opened up your eyes. He has revealed some things to you. But what you've chosen to do is sit there because you are afraid. You are afraid to step out. God is saying, what are you going to do? Are you going to obey me, or are you going to obey man? Are you going to fear me, or are you going to fear man? Are you going to fear man that can only destroy the body and then go against God, who can destroy both body and soul in hell? God is saying, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? For those of you that your eyes have been opened up, your eyes haven't been opened up to fight against the majority. You can't fight against something, an altar, an empire, a principality that's already been built into a ministry. You got to decide, are you going to stay? Are you going to remain there? That's your decision. Are you going to follow God, or are you going to follow man? God is saying, what are you going to do? I've opened up your eyes. I've opened up your eyes Some of you, you wanted me to show you again, and I showed you again. And some of you, I will only show you one time. What are you going to do? Guys, I pray that you will get before God and pray. Get in your prayer closet. Do the things that you need to do to hear his voice very clearly. All right, guys, that's all I have.